Hello and welcome to the first ever the pregame by Caleb and myself, the co-commissioners of Dem Bois.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully, this doesn't end awful.
Yeah, we're doing this on the fly, so any mess ups are just going straight in the cut.
And any negative feedback, leave to yourself.
Cheers to my co-commissioner. Bangers. So what we're doing here is a little draft recap, just to get the juices flowing. Caleb, you want to start us off with your round one winner?
Yeah, I think the round one's a pretty easy one. Round one winner is none other than Bilbo Baggins himself, Billy, Christian McCaffrey. Anywhere in this round is where I was going to pick the winner. He happened to get lucky and get him at third when he should have been picked before Jonathan and Austin Eckler. But for sure, the winner of this round, McCaffrey, which by default is Philly's team.
Winner until week one hits, and if anything bad happens, I pray for him not to get hurt.
Winner in my heart.
I agree with your winner, Caleb. I second your winner. I'm a Christian McCaffrey mark as well, and getting him third overall is the best you can hope for. My loser now. Hate to look at Travis, the baby man, the father of many, but Najee Harris at fifth is just too early for me. Gotta say.
Najee Harris anywhere on my team would have been too early for me, so I completely agree with you about that. But sadly, the real loser this round is Garrett Goebel. Alvin Kamara is going to be awful this year. I don't even remember if he played last year. And they don't even have a quarterback. Sorry to all the Jameis lovers in the league, but it's going to be a rough one.
You do hate to see it, but Alvin and the thick hunks.
Thick monks.
All right, on to round two, keeping the train rolling. My winner, the old DeAndre Swift pick by our boy Austin. His running back game is starting strong. Second round, I think the Lions are going to put together a good team. They were in every game last year. Their record didn't show it, but man, they were close.
I mean, you're kind of right. Not really. The winner is definitely Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones should have been picked over DeAndre Swift. He should have been picked in the first round over Alvin Kamara. But here we are in round two, and Aaron Jones is just being scooped up by Ethan. What are we trying to let this out of towner win the league? Come on, you guys.
About to say Ethan's had too many dubs. Too many dubs to count. Moving on, my loser is Javonte Adams. Sorry, Kwani, but I had this man last year and he was good, but they still got Melvin Gordon back there.
Correction.
And they got a lot of mouths to feed.
Javonte Williams.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The loser is definitely whoever the hell picked Fournette. CTC's Elf Boy. Also get a new name. You've had that name for like a year and a half, Grayson. Come on now, buddy. Pick better.
Man,
get a better name
too.
Just let's work on your fantasy football relevance real quick.
You heard it from the man himself. Grayson's going to be crying for days. On to round three, Caleb. Who's your winner in round three?
I think I wrote down the wrong winner because I think I wrote down two losers this round.
Two losers?
Let's just roll with it. I've got two losers this round, apparently.
Oh, man.
And it's Travis taking Cam Akers because that man's going to get hurt. And even if he stays healthy, he sucks.
As a fellow injured Achilles man, that dude is going to be hurting.
There's just no point in picking him. The other loser, probably the bigger loser, is Steve picking Deontay Johnson and having any faith in Mr. Trubisky throwing the ball past 2 yards. I guess that's what Steve likes now. I don't know.
He do like them short passes. Well, my actual winner of this is Saquon because I think he's in line for a bounce back year. I think Nellis got a good pick with old Saquon Barkley here.
It's a little bit of a homer pick, it sounds like, but
It
I'll
very well
allow it.
could be, but you know me on the Giants report, been seeing things.
Hey, best offensive line in football this year.
Probably top 30. But I'm as a Giants fan and as a fantasy fan, I think he may have a good bounce back year. But we'll know after week 1. My loser here is also Deontay Johnson. Don't like that man. I think Steven made a bad choice here, and I hope he
Uh-oh.
suffers for it because he's going to probably try to trade us to him.
I just want overall, by the way, I have well, we can go into the next round first real quick before I say this because let me go ahead and do my winner and loser real quick in this next round.
All right,
And
go
then
ahead.
my loser is by far Steve taking Jerry Judy in the fourth pick of this round. And that is only solely because I won this round taking Cortland Sutton later on. Cortland Sutton is the better receiver there. He's the better deep ball threat with Russell Wilson. It's all going to come together so beautifully.
So you in
But
turn won round 4 by
I, I
Steven
always
picking Jerry Judy.
I always thought Steve was good at fantasy football. And going through this, every time I was like, man, Steve might have the worst pick here. I don't think I picked him for any of my winning rounds. Like, I don't know what that man's doing up in New York, but apparently he forgot how to play fantasy football.
He's lost something.
Go ahead with your winner and loser of this round. Let me hear what you got.
My winner is Zeke himself by the man Austin Key himself. I do love that pick. Anytime you get an RB1 that has potential in the 4th round, I think you're all right. I think you're doing all right. My loser is, however, Metcalf from none other than CTC's Elf Boy, aka Grayson. Anyone on the Seahawks this year, I just don't like, and I think that's an early pick for him. But I could be proven wrong. He could Metcalf his way to some points.
I just want to clarify your winner of the last two rounds are Saquon Barkley and Ezekiel Elliott.
That is quite a conundrum as a Giants fan.
That's where you're standing. I just wanted to be sure. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to keep my little notepad. I've been crossing them off, but now I'm just going to see at the end of the year. I'm going to come back and check this. All right,
Go
on
ahead.
to round
Go ahead
5.
round.
Lead us off, Caleb.
Oh, all right. My winner is absolutely Austin taking Allen Robinson. Austin took pretty much half the players I wanted in the draft, and I curse him for it to this day.
He did his research, I will say.
Well, next year don't. He won't have time next year. I'll have a baby now. It's
He's
all
deep in the
over.
child.
I for sure know my loser this round is again Garrett taking another useless running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Is that his starting two? Helaire and Kamara.
Let's go take a look. Why don't we? Oh dear. A volatile 2, I will say.
I don't has Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Everyone believes, oh, he's part of the Chiefs. He'll score,
I thought that
but
last year, and let me tell you,
it
that
didn't
man sat
happen.
my bench a long time because he was injured.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
The good thing is we get to know soon. Thursday, perhaps. Let's see. For me, round 5, I have Kittle as my big winner from Grayson. So he followed up his loss in round 4 for me with a win in round 5. Because I think if Kittle gets back to where he's at, tight end 1, and round 5, you've got a good chance.
He's got a great quarterback throwing the ball.
Now, okay. Now my loser, I am gonna say is Philip with Jalen Waddell, however you say it. Someone
Please,
correct me.
please comment in if it's Waddle or
Yeah,
Waddell.
yeah. Comment below if it's Waddell with a capital A, and if it's Waddle with a lowercase a. But I don't really like Tua. and Tyreek's there, which I know that could be a positive negative, but I just don't like it. I think it's too early. But without further ado, on to round 6, where we have my winner, none other than the Quan Dixon, pulling a Michael Thomas, his homeboy. Michael
Was this
Thomas used to go in the first round. I do
that
say used to, and that's why I'm saying used to, but
was 100 years ago?
102 years ago. But if he comes back to form, which I've heard out of some reports that he's looking good, and if he can stay healthy, he could be a steal in round 6. I'm gonna go ahead and tell my loser, and Caleb, my beautiful co-host, I'm sorry, but it's you. Elijah Mitchell. That 49ers backfield is a dangerous, dangerous place to be. You never know who's gonna do well. You never know if they're gonna get more than 2 or 3 touches. But I know you already know this.
I guess I can go ahead and piggyback and tell you my loser of this round is also myself
A
because
humble thing to do.
I don't know why I saw Elijah Mitchell there and thought, man, that's a good pick. He's not the best running back there. That's probably Trey Lance. So I
Riding
don't
the
know.
train.
I'll take the L that round. I accept it.
That's fair,
Uh,
but you made up for another other rounds.
my winner that round is again Austin. Again, stealing a player I really wanted. Everyone knows I'm high on that Trey Lance train, but I would have taken Jalen Hurts obviously in this round. Had I had the option to. I literally had him queued up, and my heart broke for about a half a second. You let
But
me
you
know.
sure found your mobile quarterback later on, didn't you?
Oh, I found love.
Love in the late rounds. All right, lead us off on 7. Tell us what you think here.
My winner this round is actually Nellis with Darnell Mooney. I really like this guy. Um, they don't have many options. He's pretty much like the 1 and 2. I mean,
He's
they
a
got the
3.
tight end.
He's a 3 for.
I mean, they got to score some points. He's probably going to score most of them. So I'd go with that. My loser this round is actually my beautiful co-commissioner, co-host sitting here with old man Cordell, who I don't think they will allow him to use his cane on the field. So
Ugh. I
I
respect it.
don't.
I respect it.
I have my cheat sheets for drafts, and I've got probably like 5 players that I'm like, I'm not drafting these people. Cordell Patterson was one of them. He may surprise me. He may be amazing, but I just think he's too old and on a shitty team.
I think you have some merit there. I think I was in my mind. If I go back a few weeks, I was afraid because that running back 2 spot for me was still empty in the 7th round, and I saw what was left. But with my agreement there, my winner this round was Tony Pollard by Mr. Quan. Again, that's 2 in a row for Quan, I think. It is. But I love Tony Pollard this year. He's going to catch passes. They said they're going to put him as a wide receiver, which is crazy because you're getting a running back and a wide receiver. Um, and I think Zeke's slowly getting phased out. I think he's still an RB1, but Tony Pollard's coming for that ass. And my loser is Mr. James Cook from the Travis McLarney. I think I'd rather have Cordero over James Cook because
That's a bold statement.
you know how many running backs are back in that Buffalo?
You know how many years Cordell has on James Cook?
I will say the time will tell. But James Cook just scares me. He's an unproven rookie. There's like 4 other running backs in the freaking running back room. They're just gonna have a carousel going through there. He may get cooking. Maybe the Dalvin inside of him will transfer over. Who knows?
We'll see. We'll see.
On to round 8, since my Cordero pick is in question. At the time, I would not have said this, but now with 1 day left to the season, 2 days, sorry, Damian Pierce, myself, is the winner of this round. He has slowly climbed up the depth chart. I think he's gonna do well. It is Houston, that scares me. But anytime you get an RB1 in round 8, it's it's all right. You know, you take a little stab.
I jump in. I agree with you on that. I think that's the winner of this round was you, unfortunately, taking Damian Pierce. I also think Houston's they're gonna be bad. Don't get me wrong. They're gonna be better than I think people give them credit for.
They got
I
big boy Davis Mills now, though.
mean, they got Davis Mills, they got Damian Pierce, they got Brandon Cook. They'll be all right. Well, Vinny wants to come say hi.
Come in here,
But
Vinny.
anyway,
My loser this round is Tyler Lockett from Mr. Garrett Goebel. Anyone on the Seahawks this year, a big L in my book, a big ol' L.
I
They're just
think not the
a ball of uncertainty. No one knows what's going to happen. Geno Smith is the QB.
Gino.
That man let my team down at one point, and I just don't like it.
My loser this round, Miles Sanders. Come on. I think everyone told you this when you drafted him. Everyone left him on the board for
That man
4 rounds.
hovered there for rounds.
And Quan's like, oh, I'll take him. What's he? I've had him the last 2 years. I think Steve had him the year before that, and Steve warned me, don't draft him, and I warned Quan.
A true shame. A true shame. Let's see. Moving on to round 9. I'll just go ahead and start off. Let me scroll down here. I like myself some Robert Woods by Mr. Austin Key here. It's it's a good value pick. Robert Woods has proven he can be a wide receiver one. If I'm not mistaken, you're more of the Tennessee guy, but I don't think they have anyone else above Robert Woods.
No, they don't. Robert Woods is also that's my winning pick this round. That another person that Austin took that I really wanted.
That guy Austin knew what he was doing this year.
He's going really low. He was a really Robert Woods was a super high wide receiver. He was like a top 10 wide receiver before he got hurt last year. I was
Yeah.
on the team and all that, but
I think the only negative I could say about him is he's on a run first offense, which maybe they'll change. Who knows? Probably not, but my big loser this round is none other than Steven Custer himself, picking a defense before even double digit rounds. I think that's abysmal. It's a good defense, but when people like Dawson Knox, Ramondre Stevenson, by yours truly, Caleb, which I guess would be you, people like that are going, and you're picking a defense. You can stream defenses. I just can't do it. Just can't do it.
yeah, I don't love that pick either. But I think there's a bigger loser here. I think it's Travis with Matt Stafford. I don't mean to hate on the staff daddy. I love Stafford, but he's already hurting, and they're talking like this is going to be a year long thing that he's going to have to kind of deal with. So I probably wouldn't have picked him in the 9th round. I'd probably waited and picked somebody better.
The old bum shoulder. The
But again, like
bum shoulder.
Steve's team this year, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it.
Take us into round 10 here.
Round 10, I have a big time winner here with actually you, Mr. Blake Brooks.
Say it ain't so.
Taking Brandon Ayuk, the best option, the favorite option of probably the best quarterback in the game. I mean,
there's like, a lot of riding on this Trey Lance guy, isn't there?
That's last year you took Devontae Adams because he had Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball. Probably the best quarterback in the league last year.
Fair assessment.
But this year, you picked Trey Lance's favorite option. They're going to be good. And you did it.
Well, I appreciate your unbiased opinion. I will, not to be, like sucking up each other's team now, but like Cole Kmet from your team as well. It was my favorite pick. I just think he's an underrated tight end, like you said with Mooney. They have no one, absolutely no one. And what do when you don't have a wide receiver to throw through? You just dump it off your tight end after he gives you a pitiful little block, and there's a PPR point for you.
Yeah,
And Komet's good, so I think he's going to get some red zone looks.
I do like it. I think I heard it. I think there's a stat that I think last year he had 0 or 1 touchdowns all season. So I'm just like, he can't do that again, right?
So what the opposite of regression, positivity. Benny in the frame. We love to see it.
Yeah.
My loser is Rashad Penny. I'm continuing the Seahawks train here with Grayson. I just don't like it. Anytime you're picking a running back that's on a team that sucks, they're usually not going to be running the ball. So
That was also my loser this round. Also, I was thinking this earlier, but I wanted to make sure your losers, 3 of your first 10 rounds, your losers are all Seahawks. You've picked Metcalf, you've picked Lockett, and now Rashad Penny.
I might have another one on here. Who knows? I don't, but
I don't think any more Seahawks got drafted.
there's a reason for this. Let's see. Well, man, Caleb, moving on to round 11.
The round has come.
I was gonna say I hate to pick you 2 rounds in a row, but I'm picking you 2 rounds in a row. I think Trey Lance is he's mobile. You're getting someone in round 11 that like you're just
The
getting
pick
good
of
value
the
for him.
draft.
Like
The
look at all
absolute
these
pick of the
people.
draft.
All these people in round 11 are picking kickers and defenses, and you're getting a quarterback, a QB1 potential. Which leads me to my hate is all these people picking kickers. I hate them all. I can't do it. I can't be doing kickers before around like 14 or 15. It just makes no sense to me.
I obviously won this round. I'm not even going to get into. I'm not even going to make everyone listen to me jerk off Trey Lance for 10 minutes. I'll just skip over that part. Blake, I actually picked you to lose this round. I agree with your kicker thing. I always take a kicker late, so I agree with you on that. But I didn't want to pick a kicker only
I
because
respect it.
I don't think Traylon Burks is going to even be on the field necessarily week 1.
Well, you know who's not going to be on the field? Brian Robinson by Mr. Austin.
This is true. He did not know that at the time.
At the time, you're right. He made a better choice than I did. I think Treylon Burks. They said he's supposed to be the AJ Brown equivalent, but this is an opinionated podcast right here, and I respect the opinion. That's why he's on my bench and he's stashed like a beautiful coin waiting to be cashed in. On to 12, though.
We're on 12. Okay.
Let's see. My winner here is Alec Pierce from Travis himself. Travis doing what he does best, picking Indianapolis Colts. But this one was actually okay. He also shocked us last year with Jonathan Taylor. We all doubted him. And look where that got us. Almost lost the championship.
Sure.
My loser carried over from last round. I hate all the kickers again. I just don't get it. There's people going that you can wait on kickers. They're gonna be there. There's gonna be kickers. Like people like Austin taking Valdez Scantling. That means proven to be good and he's getting on a better team.
There were 4 kickers gone that round, and yeah, my loser this round is Mark Ingram, picked by Philip. I forgot that guy still played football.
I kind of did too, actually.
I didn't. I think Philip just went for a name he knew there. I think this is the part of the draft where he was like, shoot, I don't know anybody.
The kids might have been crying. Candace might have been yelling for him.
Yeah, who knows? I didn't pick a winner this round. I didn't like it. I'm just gonna go with it. I would have picked Joe Burrow, but that was Garrett's second quarterback, I believe.
Was that a second? Because he picks another one later.
I think he had 3 quarterbacks in the draft.
Okay, well that's outrageous.
If I'm wrong and that's his first quarterback, then that's my winner. But I believe that's his second quarterback.
Let's take a look. Yeah, he has Josh Allen as QB1, so that is. I might revoke what I just put in as my loser. And yeah, that's right. I'm changing it. You can have kickers around 12, but man, oh man, Garrett Goebel with the second QB this early. But you know what? He's got 2 good QBs, so
Too bad he can't play in both.
Too bad we're not a 2 QB league.
I'll go ahead and start round 13 real quick because my loser in round 13, I decided to pick Nellis because he picked the second quarterback in round 13. And I just don't understand the 2 QB thing. I know more people did it, but
I
this just
respect
happened to
it.
be a decent round overall. And I just didn't like getting Derek Carr as your backup quarterback because I don't like getting a backup quarterback.
I agree. I agree. Let's see. I just got a 5-minute warning on our video, so I'm speeding this up. My winner, this one is also you. I picked you a lot, I've realized. I really like Julio Jones. I mean, it's Julio Jones on Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. It's hard not to like it in the
Yeah.
13th round.
I also picked myself as a winner of that round.
Well, looks like we both know what we're talking about. 13, I picked, or for the loser, I picked McManus just because I'm on the kicker hate again, and I didn't really dislike anyone in this round. It's getting late. It's hard to pick people that are bad. Going into 14, I had to finally pick myself, Mr. Albert Okwabumam. I just think Russell Wilson's proven that he likes to throw to his tight ends, and I think there's going to be a lot of growing pains, and I think he's a big target, and he's just going to see him towering over the field. Lots of PPR opportunities.
I winner wise, I picked a different tight end. I think Devin Joku is going to be a better tight end. Grayson picked him around 14. I think that was an awesome pick by him.
I like
And
it.
then loser wise, I think we agreed on this one. We were kind of talking about it earlier that Philip picking Marlon Mack, who isn't even on a team now.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. He was on a team at the time, but this is now. The time is now, old man.
We only drafted like a week and a half ago.
That is crazy, and that is true. But man, that made it on a team, so it is a bad pick. My winner in round 15 is Romeo Dubs, whatever his dang name is.
I like that.
For the for the love of the brown starfish, Mr. Philly. I think it's the first time he's made his appearance here. I've heard he's going to be an Aaron Rodgers' favorite target. They're having good chemistry. I think it's going to be a steal in round 15.
Alexander Madison by Steve. I love Dalvin Cook also, but I think Madison's going to have good playing time, and Dalvin Cook's good for missing at least like 3 games, so you can jump him in there.
Yeah, and that is good because Steve has Dalvin Cook himself, so he went ahead and insured himself. My hate on this one is Christian Watson by Travis, and it's honestly because I don't even really know who that is. So I could be very wrong on that, but it's round 15 and I'm running out of people.
I picked loser this round. I picked AJ Green only strictly because of that one play last year where he was supposed to catch the game-winning touchdown and he didn't.
That did ruin some days.
Yeah, I feel like that's a reason to not want someone on your team. He doesn't want to catch the ball.
I respect it. Last round with a minute and a half remaining. Evan Ingram is my winner from Ethan himself. I just think I looked at it. Evan Ingram's the tight end 1 on that team. I think Trevor Lawrence has a little bit better of a team, and I just think there's a good chance he turns up pretty good. Honestly,
Go ahead with your loser.
my loser. I didn't really have a loser here. It's the last round. It's hard to pick a loser.
It's fair.
I guess the only reason I'd pick Trevor Lawrence is because Garrett has 2 other quarterbacks.
I also picked Trevor Lawrence as that loser by Garrett because this makes his 3rd quarterback. I know he auto-drafted him. I don't care. Finish your draft. My winner this round, it's pretty easy. I think this is going to be the fan favorite, Gus Edwards. Getting him in the 16th round is an absolute steal. That man may be the best running back. Garrett, take notes. You should have taken Gus Edwards over Kamara in round 1.
The fact he was there is kind of wild because, I mean, J.K. Dobbins is still not 100%. So lots of opportunities, I'd say. Well, Caleb, with our 20 seconds remaining, we can just close this out with any ending statements you'd like to say.
Yeah, this might have sucked. Might have been great. Might have been entertaining. Might not.
I had a
We'll
good
have
time.
one on. It's more fun for Blake and I than anything. Maybe we'll have some guests on. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully the boys love it. And with that, later.